how good, hold on. How good is Shanahan actually? How many coaches could have done what he did if put in the same situation he was in last year? Okay. I've been really thinking about how good Shanahan is all offseason. And I think that I've identified his weaknesses. He's not a good executive decision maker. And I almost think of like decision makers and creative artists as like totally separate, almost no intersect. I'm creative. I'm not a leader. I don't want to be a leader. I just want to do my thing. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Shanahan is creative. I don't see a leader. I don't see a guy who makes great decisions, who makes measured, calculated, responsible, smart decisions. I don't make them either. I identify with Kyle Shanahan in a major way. So you need to be a good executive decision maker to be a head coach. But you need more than that. That's not the only thing. And I've been thinking about it, like, as I've seen these new coaches get hired around the league and the staffs they've put together, it's given me more of an appreciation for Kyle in the sense that one of the things a head coach has to do is put together a killer assistant coaching staff. And I'm not saying Kyle's is killer, because it's not. It has some weaknesses, but it has Bobby Turner, one of the best running back coaches in the league. It has Chris Kosarick, one of the best defensive line coaches in the league. It has John Embry, one of the best tight end coaches in the league. There's 3 superstar position coaches. 3. And then D'Amico Ryans, who was an excellent linebacker coach, now been promoted. That's 4. 4 really good assistant coaches who would have jobs other places. You look at some of these other teams, the assistant coaches they hire, it's like, who the hell are these people? So one other mark of a good head coach is the ability to get head coaches to want to work with them, to have a network, to have them trust you, and to have them sign on with you. Kyle can do that. Now, part of that is the fact that he's Mike Shanahan's son, and some of these connections come through Mike. That's fine. You got to use the connections you got. That's part of the Kyle Shanahan package, the whole Shanahan network. Some of these coaches don't have a network. Some of these coaches are very good with players. Some of these coaches are very good with media. But when they finally become a head coach and it's time to put together a staff, like, your offensive coordinator's never called a play, your defensive coordinator's is stiff, none of your position coaches are anything special. This is the best you could do. This is your network. So I want to say with Kyle, at least he's got some good position coaches. Now, he could use a better quarterback coach. Rich Scangarello could use a better quarterback coach. Could use a better offensive line coach. But they do have some very good assistants. And so did Jim Harbaugh, and so did Bill Walsh. So that's one thing in Kyle Shanahan's favor. I don't think he's ever going to be a shrewd decision maker. I just don't think he's built that way. I think that's more of a God-given gift than a talent. And you guys could disagree with me. Maybe there's some examples of some people in here who are making some real bad decisions at 28 and now are just like the most responsible decision makers and smart decision makers in the world at 41. I don't think it exists. I think it's an inherent trait you either is passed on to you from your parents or it's not. And it expresses itself by about 24, 25. And if you have it, you have it. And if you don't, you don't. Kyle has a lot. He's just a creative genius. He's like the football Einstein, but that doesn't make him a great decision. It's two different things. So the assistant coaches, that's where you give Kyle Shanahan credit. The assistant coaches, it's a big deal.